Hi, hello, how are you? It's been a while since I sat in front of a camera. And yeah, how are you doing? How are things going? I hope you had a fantastic start into the new year. I hope you're all doing all right. I'm doing okay, life. And today I have a little channel update and my Climathon wrap up for you. The channel update is pretty short and sweet. And that is that I will no longer post regularly on this channel. I just have different priorities right now. I made a whole post about the exact reasons why I decided to make less YouTube content on my Patreon page. If you want to check out my Patreon, you can. It's always linked down below. And I'm so grateful for the support that I do receive over there. And yeah, I explained my reasons why over there. But basically, to summarize it all, I just have other priorities in my life right now. And yeah, I will still make content, I will still make videos because I really enjoy making videos. I love to talk about books, I love to talk about sustainability. I really love the Growing Roots series, even though a lot of people don't really care for that much, but it doesn't matter to me. I really enjoy doing it. And I also still want to share my island life with you, but especially that part will be on pause for a while. Multiple reasons for that, but yeah, you will still see island content. I have so many ideas of what to share with you and to tell you all about my love for this place and to share the beauty of this amazing island archipelago with you. So yeah, I have many ideas, but it has to wait for a while, and I will no longer post like once a week as I've been doing in the last year. Now that this is out of the way, I want to talk about the Climathon. The Climathon is a readathon all about climate change and nature, and the normal round took place in September, and I made a little mini round now in the first 10 days of the year to start the year off right, and I thought it was an amazing idea. And then New Year's rolled around and I was not feeling well at the time, and I was so unmotivated, and I just didn't want to read, especially not about climate change, especially not about anything that's depressing. So I don't know, I just didn't feel like it, but I tried my best nonetheless because it's my own readathon, so it would be sad if I don't participate in my own readathon, no? Luckily for Christmas, I got myself this wonderful, heavy piece of art, and that is the most important comic book on earth, Stories to Save the World. So this is a collection of comics from a bunch of different artists, and a lot of different people have contributed to this book with their ideas, with their stories, and with their art. I think it's over 300 collaborators that worked on this book to make this happen, and it's chunky, it's heavy, but it's so informative and lovely and beautiful and hopeful and just so many things. And I don't just say that because I love rewriting Extinction so much. Like, I volunteer for them, I work for them. But yeah, I would have bought this book either way. I found this before I found rewriting Extinction itself. And now I finally have it in my hands. And it was the first thing that I read in this year. So yeah, I hope my year will be as good as this book. And here you can see some of the comics that you will find in this massive chunk of a book. I love it, would highly recommend if you're into comics, if you're into environmentalism, if you're just into animals. It's also a big topic in here. So if you're anything into any of these things, check out this book. The next thing that I read was a poetry collection called The Ocean. And I don't like to read poetry because I know how it is to write poetry. I am a poet and I have my own poetry collections out in the world. So I know like how personal and powerful and intense the whole experience is. So I don't know, it's hard for me to rate it, but let's just say I didn't really vibe with this book. I think my expectations were just a bit off because it's called The Ocean. I kind of was expecting to have a lot more ocean themed topics. and not just the same heartbreak story over and over and over again in different poems with some water metaphors. I think the poems are good. I think the writer is doing a great job, definitely. And I would pick up something else by them again. But this specific poetry collection it was not bad. It just disappointed me, I guess. And the last book was the big book that I had in mind for this readathon that I would finally pick up, and that is Braiding Sweetgrass. I finally picked this book up. I did not finish it. As I said, I was not feeling the readathon or anything for that matter in the beginning of the year. I'm just now slowly getting, my juices back. So I did not finish this. I'm still not done with it. I think on the 10th of January, I was on page 80 or something along those lines. I didn't even really look. I didn't take a note. I think it was more or less page 80. Now I'm on page, I think, 120. Yes, 121. And I love it. I absolutely love it. So I'm not mad at all that I'm reading this super, super slowly and just taking my time with it, because this is a very dense book with small font and a lot of knowledge, a lot of poetic writing. So I really want to take my time with this book, and I love every single page of it so far. And yeah, I expected this to be a favorite book, and I'm pretty sure it will be a favorite book when I'm done. And I can already recommend it so much to people. I love it dearly already. And I'm so happy this little Climathon mini round finally made me pick it up, because otherwise I could see myself already staring at it in the shelf all year, but never picking it up, because I was just so intimidated by it. And now I'm reading it and I'm loving it. So that was it for my little channel update and Climathon wrap up. I hope you guys are doing well. And yeah, see you at some point whenever I upload my next video. I hope you're all doing fine and that you are having a great start into the new year. Take care of yourself. Lots of love. Bye.